Hello, hello. Come on in. Welcome everyone to Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin. Welcome and thank you so much for tuning in and joining us. I'm going to say that one more time for Instagram because I'm just learning to get us connected to Instagram as well so more people can find Veronica's beautiful page. Welcome everyone to Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin coming live to you from the United States. Thank you all for tuning in and joining me today. I'm so happy to be here on this beautiful but a little bit chilly now Monday. We're definitely moving into fall. I already have my candle lit from the Angels in Action that I just did, and we have some beautiful incense going already. We have sandalwood today. We're doing sandalwood. Hi, Priest Digital Journal. Welcome. Hello. We have sandalwood, which is a really ancient incense. A lot of you know that I love Ganeshi. It's got good, high quality, natural ingredients, but it's a really wonderful, authentic scent and very, very affordable. So if you guys are looking for a good incense, this is a great one to get. Okay. Hi, Omi. You followed me. Great. Just a quick reminder, those of you that listen to me know that I like to stall for a couple of minutes before we get into readings, actually for your own practice and well-being, so that everybody can settle in and make creating this hour a sacred space a priority to get, hi, Helen, welcome, getting out of the racing and the rushing of everyday life, get out of the mindset of panic and want and need, get out of the, what I see happening all the time on Facebook, which is, and Instagram. It's not just Facebook. I see this where I see people's reading pages and the readers are pressured to read is they just, they want to get in there and please everybody. So more people come to their page and people are frantic to get on and get answers. But I'm here to tell you and really hold my ground on this. That's not how readings work. That's not how the powerful energy from beyond our cognitive mind really works. So I ask everyone to take a few minutes first to come in and breathe. Hi again, Paul. Hey, Rhoda and Rebecca, welcome. I ask everyone to please come in and first breathe. Leave all your heavy baggage at the door, please. You can go back to it when this hour is over. You can go back to scrambling and panicking and worrying and wanting and needing. But I don't want to just give you guys readings. I want to create a space for you where you can actually shift into a different frequency, a different mindset, one that is more closely aligned with non-physical, one that is more closely aligned with who you are eternally when you are not in this incarnation. Because you guys come to people like me for readings and answers, but guess what? All those answers you have access to. You all have access to the Akashic records. I go there every freaking day. It's like normal commonplace for me. You all have access to your spirit team, which is your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones, teachers from all over multiple dimensions around the infinite universe. You all have infinite wisdom and cosmic memory. And we are taught as soon as we're born, we're brainwashed to forget about that. And I'm here to remind you, it's all within you. So I like to take my hour that Veronica has given me to help you guys remember and connect and validate, because that is the authentic you. You have that authentic connection. Okay. So when we do readings here, please make sure that you've taken that time to at least try practicing creating a sacred space for yourself. I do it with candles, a drink, incense. You may do it with crystals. Make sure your environment is quiet. I say that and then watch my dogs bark. But it's so important that you guys don't just come and get outside answers from me, that you actually learn to integrate this into your life, because that's what your angels and your spirit team is here to help you do. Okay? Not to tell you what to do, not to give you answers, but to guide you, because you have free will and you reclaim your power through your power of choice. They can't do that for you, can they? You're the one here in physical form. You're the part of your spirit team here in physical form. So you have to do it. It's their job to assist you, but you have to do it. Okay. And I'm here to support that. Hi, Chelsea. Hey, Keith, you're back. Yay. So let's get going on the wisdom from spirit before we get into readings. Don't forget, if you like this, please make sure you like it so other people can find Veronica's page. Also, a really quick note, a lot of you follow me on Facebook. My Larkin Psychic Medium page is listed down here. You'll notice today my banner is a lot longer. I added on there my YouTube page because it's been almost 3 weeks and Facebook has still not even responded to my issue of not being able to go live. Hi, T-Lyn, welcome. So if you like my lives, I go live almost every day. I have courses, I have free and low-cost events to support your journey. If you like my work, please find me and follow me on YouTube as well as Facebook. And know that when I go live, you can comment on any of my lives on on YouTube, just like Facebook, if you subscribe to my channel, okay? And that's listed down here. So please know I'm still going live. I'm just not able currently to do it on Facebook, but I post all my rebroadcasts on Facebook, okay? So let's see. Keith, no, you cannot have a reading yet. You can have a reading after, if you heard what I just said, after I do the wisdom from spirit. Okay. That's what we're doing first. Hi, Leona. Great to see you. So we'll get to you, Keith, and everybody else as soon as we do our message from spirit. I do this, guys, and I intentionally slow you down from racing and asking for readings because that raises your frequency. It takes you from a mindset, egoic place of, can I have a reading? I need a reading, to connection. You have a golden thread source God connection. That's what I want you to feel. You have a connection to your spirit team. So when you relax, no matter how great the readings may be today, whether you get one from me or not, please know that spirit knows who is on this live every single time. Spirit knows. So even if you're not chosen for a reading, spirit will come through me or whoever is reading with a message that will help you. If you're in need a reading place, your nervous system is all like this. When you relax, you're more open to receive. And guess what? You're going to actually perceive things beyond what you usually perceive. You're going to go, oh, you're going to get messages that you know were directed for you, that if you're all in a place of wanting and needing a reading, you're going to miss. Even if I call on you and spirit says, hey, choose that one, you might not get the fullness of the reading if you're not relaxed. Okay. So that's what we do first. Some of you may not like that. You may not come back to my lives because of that. That's okay. My loyalty is not to your or my ego. My loyalty is to spirit and to my higher self that is still on the other side. That's where my loyalty is. Okay. I'm not here to please you. I'm here to please spirit. Okay. So let me get to our message from spirit and then we'll get into readings. Okay. All right. So today, for some reason, they did this on my Angels in Action video that I do with Susie every week as well. They want me to talk about angels. I don't know why, but they want me to focus on angels today. Okay. And you guys have had so many great questions about angels over the past few weeks. And they really want me to talk about angels, and they want me to talk about the fact that, and for those of you that do my Meet Your Spirit Guides event, you're going to learn about this. You can listen to Spirit Guide Saturday. I have posted to my Larkin Psychic Medium page on Facebook. It tells you all about spirit guides. We'll answer most of your questions in that one video. But if you come to my Meet Your Spirit Guides event, we talk about this as well, that the angels come from a much more ethereal place, right? They have a really super high frequency. And it doesn't mean they're better than spirit guides. They're just different. They have a different role in your spirit team, okay? The spirit guides are given this gift of having an even lower frequency during your lifetime so that they can walk beside you in a much more physical way They can speak to you in different ways. They can affect you in other things in different ways. The angels have a very different role. Each and every one of you is constantly surrounded by angels, but each and every one of you has one guardian angel that is with you every second of your life. Every second of your life. And as I say this, I feel like I want to sort of tear up, because just like God source spirit that I've experienced personally so many times, God is love. That is not a cliche. Seriously, is absolute and utter unconditional love. So when you get to tune into, which my Awakening Your Intuition clients get to experience during my course that they participate in, is really get to know how to identify this guardian angel. Okay, this is the message from spirit that's coming through for you today. Not that, your loved ones love you unconditionally. Yes. All the angels love you unconditionally. Yes. Your spirit guides love you unconditionally. Yes. But one of the ways you can identify your guardian angel, that one particular angel that is personally assigned just to you, is by this recognizing this warm, safe feeling of unconditional love. And words can be so limiting, because I feel like when I'm saying this, I feel like as a human, as Larkin, not as the channeling coming through, I feel like I'm really limiting this for you guys, because when you feel God's source spirit, you feel that unconditional love. When you feel any of the angels, you feel unconditional love. But there's something very unique and special about this guardian angel love that you feel. And so many of you have had questions for me about that over the past few weeks. And so today, Spirit said on both of my broadcasts so far, please talk about this. Talk about the angels. Talk about their guardian angel. And, one of the things that makes the guardian angel specific is that or unique, is that the guardian angel is like the first one to come in always and respond when you're scared, when you're uncomfortable, if you've been bullied, if you're having a really hard time, if you're mentally, emotionally, or physically in danger, or, really struggling. It does not mean there are not other angels there. They are. It just means that this guardian angel is so close to you and so in your sphere and your presence all the time, keeping a vigilant eye on everything, that this is that unconditional love you feel first, right? This is that unconditional push you feel first. I've often told you guys about, the time that I was almost thrown out of a window. And my guardian angel was just like freaking out, because the thing about angels, guys, and this is what they want you to know today, aside from really recognizing your guardian angel. Hi, Katie, welcome. Hi, Mary Kate, welcome. One of the things, so there's the two things they're telling me, they're saying right now, make sure I clarify and tell you guys there's these two things. Number one, how to really recognize that guardian angel. And keep in mind, guys, this takes practice. Okay, this is why I have the Awakening Your Intuition program, for people to learn how to go more deeply and more confidently into their spiritual and metaphysical practices and abilities. Okay. Hi, Jamie. I'm great. Thanks. How are you? But Spirit very clearly wants you to know, how to recognize that guardian angel. And remember, it takes practice. So you have to, intuition is the core foundation for all psychic abilities. So Spirit wants you guys to practice. You have to practice recognizing that. Okay. That's what my Awakening Your Intuition clients learn to do. All right. During the 3 months they work with me. Hi, Helen. Welcome. I love angels too. The other thing that, they want you to know, which is so important before we get into readings. Hi, Bernadette. Welcome. They want you guys to remember you have to ask for help. You have free will. You have to ask. Okay. So maybe that's, they know if you're asking, if you're giving permission without verbalizing it, that's fine. But, the example I've given you guys before is that was just such a crisis situation for me, because I haven't found myself in this type of danger very often. But when I was going to be thrown out of a window, and, my guardian angel was just all of a sudden very obvious, very very, I could, with all my clairs were so they were like vibrating, right? I could hear him, I could see him, I could feel him. And he's just like waving his wings around, waving his hands, going, ask for my help, ask for my help, ask for my help. And I'm going, but I don't, I'm fine. It'll be fine. He's not going to throw me out the window. Ask for my help, ask for my help. And, it wasn't until the last moment when I realized, shit, I'm going out that window. And I just covered my head in my hands. And I accepted the fact I was going out that 2-story window. And I said, oh, God, help me. Now that was my trigger, which I don't ever say that. It's just not something I ever feel in the position I need to do. Hi, Andrea, welcome. So my example to you guys is, yes, they can intervene in life and death situations. They have permission if your soul has given them permission to intervene anyway. A lot of people end up having NDEs, but they still get to come back. That's part of that guardian angel intervening. But in this particular case, it wasn't because he was saying yes for help, yes, but it was, my human self was finally ready to, oh my God, and boom, everything changed. So just keep in mind, guys, this doesn't mean you can be like, oh my God, it doesn't mean they won't help you with littler things, but I'm talking not petty stuff, right? Your guardian angel is not here to keep you from making mistakes. Your spirit team wants you to make mistakes. This is how you learn and grow. You're here to make mistakes. But when it comes to something really critical, or anything they can really help you with, but you have to make sure, this is the last point of this piece. I know this is long wisdom from spirit, sorry, but thank you guys for bearing with me. You got to understand that your spirit team is here to help you make decisions and take that action. Make shifts in your consciousness and wake up. Your spirit team is not here to make sure you don't ever struggle, you don't have challenges. Those challenges are opportunities. Obstacles are opportunities. So they're not here to make sure your life is perfect the way you think you see everybody else's life on social media. That's not what they're here for. They're here for the real stuff. Okay? They're here to empower you, just like I'm here to empower you, not just throw answers at you. Okay? All right. Hi, Cheyenne. Welcome. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Spirit, for that wonderful wisdom today. All right. So, hi, Carlene. Welcome back. If you guys missed the first part of this, please make sure that you go back and listen. I shared all my info about how to find me now on my YouTube pages down here. If you subscribe, you can comment. I have lives almost every day of the week. And since Facebook is currently not letting me go live, I think it's an accident. I have no restrictions on my account. If you like my lives, guys, find me on my YouTube page and my Facebook page, because all my events are listed on my Facebook page. Okay. So just to know, just so you guys know. All right. So, hold on, Keith. We'll get to you. I have a few of you guys starred here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do a couple of these quick. We'll get to you too, Keith. Paul, hello, Larkin. Do our loved ones see our angels? Thank you. Oh, you mean our loved ones that have crossed over, Paul? Yeah, they can. I mean, here's the thing, guys. When understand that, and this is, I love this. I absolutely love this, guys. I have a before and after death group, life before and after death group on my Facebook page. You can find it pinned to my psychic medium page. And these are the types of things I love to talk about the other side, because I remember the other side so clearly. I go there all the time. Now you don't have to have an NDE to be in touch with the other side. And because of my cosmic memory, I go there all the time. And it's really neat because, yes, depending on what level of heaven you're in, that's a whole nother conversation. And my Awakening Your Intuition clients learn all about this in depth. But one of the things is that, yes, I mean, you're on the other side, you can see this. This is more commonplace, right? So you're more in touch. You can more easily sense and are interacting with the ethereal realm on the other side. So absolutely, yes, your loved ones are aware of your angels and your guardian angels. And keep in mind, guys, it depends on what your loved ones are doing. I know you guys all, I'm always painting this rosy, beautiful picture of the other side for you guys, and it is wonderful, but understand it's outside of space and time. So your loved ones might have a period in time that, is really just like a day for them that might seem like years for us, where whatever state of consciousness they left this world, they'll be in. Maybe they were super religious and their idea of heaven is singing to God in a choir of angels. And so, they're outside of space and time, so they can always come and visit you, but it doesn't mean they're always hanging out right by your side. They don't need to. Their time in your world is done. So they can insert themselves and come and visit you when you call, when you want to talk to them, whenever you need to interact, when they want to check in on you. But understand they have lives on the other side. Okay. But it doesn't mean that they're not aware of the angels that you have. So, yes, that is a great question, Paul. Another one I'd love to put in my 101 questions about life after death book. That's fabulous. Let's see here. Hey, Larkin, a few months ago, you told me that new things would be happening for me. Well, they started and I'm delighted. A long way to go, but wanted to let you know you were right. Awesome, Mary Kate. That's beautiful. Well, I'm not excited that I was right. I don't really care about that. That's an egoic thing. But I know that I did ask you to please keep me posted, because nothing is set in stone. Things can shift. If you have a shift from when I read you, or other things shifted and you made a different choice, your soul made a different choice, the reading I gave you might become obsolete. Okay. So I'm glad to know that that was very clear. And that was the option that your spirit team asked me to share with you. So I'm pleased to hear about this, not because I was right, but I'm pleased to hear about it because it shows me that alignment that I saw happening for you and your progress is happening. So that is super exciting. And yes, please remember, don't think of it in terms of a long way. Think of it in terms of a process. Okay. We're in a realm right now where we experience time is so slow, like everything takes so long. But in truth, our whole lives are a split second. Okay. So enjoy this time within the framework of time and space, the illusion of time and space, Mary Kate. Okay. Enjoy it. Enjoy the process and understand that every single step has something to teach you for your greater good, which is about your awakening. Every opportunity, everything about this process for you is going to give you something greater. It's something your soul has chosen so that your soul can awaken and get something greater than you can possibly even imagine. And when you get back on the other side and you have your life review, you're going to go, I remember now. That's what that was all about. I'm so proud of myself for making these choices and going through this process. Okay. So know that there's even a bigger picture than what you realize. But thank you for the update. It means so much to me. That's why I do this, guys. I really appreciate it. All right, let's see here. Keith, what is it you're wanting to know? What is it you're wanting to know? I think so for you, Keith, let's see here. Hold on, guys. Jamie, I starred you. Hi, Melissa. See if anybody didn't say hi to. Let's see. Paul, oh, my mom is talking to them. Bernadette says 100% awesome. Hold on, I'm scrolling down to you, Keith, see if you're still here. Carlene says, my parents are probably rowing, but that's them. They loved one another hard though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that. Oh, good, you're here. Good, Keith. Yes. They are, Carlene. They are rowing, and they are laughing, and they're frolicking, and they have jobs they do on the other side as well. They're actually doing a lot of astral exploration as a soul as well. There's a lot of things they're wanting to learn in some of there's just on the other side, there's just this enormous, magnificent library. You know how I always tell you guys that our material world here is a replica of what's on the other side. So everything here is like a tangible replica of what's on the other side. Okay. So over there, there's just like the biggest library you can possibly imagine. It's just beautiful. And they're doing a lot of studying as well. Interestingly enough, Carlene, they're doing that studying together. They're learning about what people learned throughout history, not just in this world, but in other worlds and other realities, and how it correlates with with creation. So I think that's really exciting. They're sort of mixing the physical, mental, and the intellectual and the physical activities that they do on the other side. Yeah, it's very much like here, guys, only more wonderful. All right. Let's see here. Yes, a rowing argument. I love it. All right. Um, so it's similar, Keith. It's similar. Um, it is very difficult to put into words. I feel that I know that the cosmic memory that I have is so that I can share this with people, so we can remove the fear of the other side, the fear of what we call death. But you've got to remember, you're there before you're here as well. So our world here doesn't have everything. It's not, it's yes, it's very different than here, because keep in mind it's outside of time and space. But the things we have here, so for example, the things that we enjoy, um, do the things that we love to do, the things that we, um, like books, for example. We have books here because there's books on the other side, right? Um, we have, we don't have the same physical senses here that we do on the other side, but can you enjoy food and things on the other side? Yes, but it's a different type of experience. Um, so everything here is sort of like a carbon copy version, however we can uh, create it in physical, like we have on the other side, right? It's going to be a little different, obviously, with our physical senses and experiencing it physically, because obviously when you lower the frequency and you remix it with different vibration and you replicate it in a material form, it's not going to be exactly the same. It's going to be a little different, and it's limited, right? We're born to have blinders on here, and then it has to process through our brain, which is kind of like a replica of our consciousness on the other side, but it's in order to be able to connect our physical body with our mind, okay, with our consciousness. So you got to understand there's that adjustment that has to be made. But yes, it's similar in that it is like Earth, in that you are, you're with your loved ones. You can choose to be where and however you want to be. Most people choose to go back and be like in their prime, kind of their 20s and 30s. Most souls choose that unless they're visiting those that recognize them as something else. But we have friends, we have soul friends, we have soul families. There are libraries. You can travel throughout the infinite universe. All the beautiful things in nature you see there. So yes, there are differences, but it's very much like here. Yes. So Keith, I'm gonna is milk and honey thing true? Um, yes and no. So the milk and honey was sort of an analogy for saying having what we needed and what we enjoyed. Okay. So the best way that that was described biblically was through milk and honey, because at the time that the Bible was written, milk and honey were necessities. Honey was actually used to preserve, but it was also used as a delicacy, right? It was also like it was a luxury. The milk was something that was needed. So you know and so that's why it was put in there that way. It means something different to us nowadays. So just understand that it was really um an analogy for saying everything you want and need and more is on the other side. If I can summarize it very genuinely, blah, 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 very generally. All right. Good evening, Lisa Joe. Mwah, welcome. Lisa Joe popping on, just remind me, because she's in my Awakening Your Intuition group, and all my Awakening Your Intuition clients are invited to my full moon gathering this Wednesday. If you guys want to join the full moon gathering, I only have 20 spaces. For $15, you get a reading, and you get, we're going to learn about the full moon and do a little healing and joyful full moon ritual, and learn about the power of prayer and readings during the full moon. You guys would have to register on my Larkin Psychic Medium page for that. Okay. All right. I want to fill everybody in here. Yeah, it is cool to know, isn't it, Keith? So, hold on, guys. I'm going to star you. There's so many of you I want to get to. Keith, I want to quick give you this message since you asked for a reading, okay? And then I'm going to go back up here because I don't want to miss Jamie. Jamie, are you still there? Please let me know, Jamie, if you're still there. Keith, here's the guidance from your spirit guides. Okay. And Keith, I'd also recommend that you start writing, if you have not, to your spirit guides, because it's so cool and exciting that you're always wanting to get messages from them and integrate them in your life. I love that so much. And, if you want to really be able to integrate practically what your spirit team is telling you every day, I would recommend taking a little time each day and asking them a question and jotting it down. And what you're going to find is they're going to come through with those answers. Okay. You can always get on and validate them with me or another reader. But what you're going to find is the more you practice, the easier that gets. And you have such this strong desire for this connection and this understanding that's going to be really helpful to you. Okay. Also, guys, keep an eye out. I'm going to have a huge, beautiful, and wonderful Q&A session just about life before and after death coming up this month. I haven't posted that on my events yet, but you can find it on my Larkin Psychic Medium page if you guys follow me there, okay? All right. I see you, Andrea. I hope that helps, Keith. Jamie, good. Okay. Let me scroll back up here. I'm going to try to get to everyone. I know I really wanted to get to you, Jamie. Let's see. You're talking about the hurricane here. Let's see here. Let's see what we have. I've been dealing with a Hurricane Milton. A little damage to my house. Oh, glad there's only a little bit. I lost my dog of 14 years the day after. Was wondering if my loved one in spirit has a message for me today. If drawn, please. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, first of all, wow, your spirit team jumps in first of all, and this is, guys, just so I'm reminding you, the free online readings. This is exactly why spirit says, please go be quick and efficient when I do the free online readings, so that I can get to as many people as possible and offer comfort, guidance, and validation, because there are so many people on here that need this type of thing. And if I wasn't listening to spirit doing that, Jamie, I maybe wouldn't have gotten to you today. But this is why, if you guys want more in-depth readings, Veronica has amazing readings on here. Find a reader you trust and pay them for a small group online reading or a private reading for something more in depth, okay? Because these free online readings are really meant to help as many people as possible. And I do my best because I'm so thorough to keep moving. But okay, so what I'm seeing, first of all, Jamie, is absolutely perfect timing. I know that when we have things that to us in human form appear to be tragic, believe me, I've had it happen many times. I know how it feels. And it is part of our human life experience. We all go through that. There is, things that seem so awful and tragic here on the other side are working out exactly as they are meant to, and they're blessings. Okay. And they were choices. And please know this. First of all, everyone on the other side is safe. Okay. Sorry, I've got something in my eye here. Please know that everyone on the other side is always safe. So also know, and if you want to do more of this too, on Fridays, guys, I have Furball Friday, Jamie. So if you want to go in more in depth about your dog dedicated to just non-human animal readings, you can find it posted to my Facebook page, Psychic Medium page. But to watch it live, you're going to have to subscribe to my the YouTube page I have done there, since I can't go live on Facebook right now. I have to do Furball Friday on YouTube. But know that just like humans, non-human animals choose the very moment that they depart from this world. They do. Okay. And your precious dog did. As a matter of fact, you might not have foreseen it and known it, but the timing of the hurricane and your dog passing was all actually tied together. It was perfect timing, even though it doesn't seem like it to you. In your energy sphere field and in your life, there are a lot of shifts happening energetically. There are doors closing so that other doors can open. And there's just a major frequency shift happening. This happens for every single person. And this was one of those cases for you. Sometimes it happens more slowly, like a more slow, agonizing type of process, like me, for example, having to wait so many years to find my ideal relationship, or for me having to take so long to do my business. All these things for me were drawn out. For other people and in other circumstances, like in your case, they happened, it kind of was like poof, all this happened to you at one time here with the hurricane and with your dog passing. Your dog's soul actually knew that was going to be a window of change, of energy shift, and that was the perfect time for your dog to depart. Dogs keep us grounded. So your dog actually kept you very grounded here in this material world energetically. And so with that shift is it really was perfect timing, because there was a window for your dog to pass, but there's so much of a shift coming for you. Okay, you're going to be having new energy that come in and usher in a new phase of your life. What your angels are showing me right now and your spirit guides is that they're trying to help you get through the what's the right word, just the mental and emotional struggle of this, of making such a a stark transition right now in a painful way, and get over that hump, because on the other side they're showing me is, sunny sky, beautiful winds, clear breeze, perfect beach. Like there's just smooth sailing on the other side of this. But they also say to remind you obstacles are opportunities. And so after every transition like this, we have a huge opportunity. This means that A, you're being called to do something new and bigger with a new version of you. It means that it's time for a new version of you. And your dog was there for that older version of you. Okay. I'm seeing that your dog was also part of your soul family. So their energy is going to be there for you. You're going to see them again. Guys, I cannot say this enough. Hi, Melissa. Welcome. Nothing is ever lost. Nothing and no one is ever, ever lost. It's all eternal. This is just this temporary experience here. So once you're back on the other side, you are reunited, you are connected, you remember eternally what's going on. And so you're not, you're only missing someone or something temporarily here for a short time. All right. It's sort of like going on a vacation. You're here on vacation. Your dog was here on vacation with you for a while and now is back on the other side. All right. And so when you return home, just as though you would from a vacation, all those loved ones will be there for you. Okay. Um, Also, they're asking me, your dog is asking me to please remind you that you did everything right, you did everything you could. And guys, I'm hi Cindy, peace. Mwah! All is well. Great to see you. Just please know that you did everything right. Your love still continues to be felt, and your dog is so grateful for the love and the wonderful life, and just know it was your pup's time to cross, okay? So all is well. Okay, that's the biggest thing they want you to know. All is well. All right. Um, Please keep in touch, Jamie. Let me know how you're doing with your home and how this progress goes. So yes, Paul, it's a playground for the soul. Yes, this world is. And it's a school, it's a place to learn. I don't like that reference, but it is. But Jamie, keep me posted, whether it's here, whether it's on my Psychic Medium page or my YouTube page. Keep me posted on your process, because this is definitely going to be a process over the next few months, but you're going to come out on the other side of this, and there's going to be so much joy, and you're going to be walking along the beach one day, and you're just going to feel your dog, and you're just going to know all is well. That's what I'm being shown. Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you. All right. Let me scroll up here. I'm trying to get everyone in order that Spirit is guiding me to here. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Guys, don't forget, I'm going to remind everybody of this because I only have 20 minutes. I'm trying to move as quickly as I can. If you like my work and what I do, follow me on my Larkin Psychic Medium page on Facebook. That is the best way to see all my upcoming events. I'm online for free almost every day of the week. Also, watch my free 20-minute discovery call video pinned to the top of my page. It is not a free reading, it is not a free coaching session, and it is not a sales call. However, if you're feeling stuck and you need to know what next steps to take, or you're wanting to build confidence in your abilities and intuition and think you might be interested in my Awakening Your Intuition program course, which is a video course for you to keep, and you get to be in touch with me every day of the week and have a mastermind once a week to learn to develop your abilities and your confidence, please find me at larkinsreadings.com or message me on my Psychic Medium page for a free discovery call. I only do 5 a week because they're free. That's all I can afford to do in my time schedule. But if you want a free discovery call, please reach out to me. Okay. Just remember, they're not a free reading and they're not a free coaching call. And it's not a sales call. It's for people really serious about, needing to know their direction of what steps to take next. Okay. All right. The last few weeks I've been getting signs with elephants, people talking about them. Let's see. Another thing is I didn't see a zoo. I have a big elephant ornament. Trunk broke off. I'm kind of trying to read through what looks like some typos here, Leona. So give me a moment. Sorry for the delay here. It's kind of broken what I'm reading. The trunk broke off while me and friends were talking about elephants. Okay. Signs of love, some guidance. Spirit is trying to tell me. Well, what a wonderful question. So, Leona, I think there's a lot of signs there. First of all, Spirit asks me to ask you before I even answer you, and jot this down. You can do this when you get off of here if you like. But the very first thing that comes to mind as a message is that sign. Okay. Within about a second, your egoic brain starts to kick in, your mind starts to kick in and make up what things are or make you self-doubt. The first thing that comes through is your intuition. The intuition is the voice of your soul. This is why I created the Awakening Your Intuition course, so people can learn to strengthen their intuition, remember who they are through 10 aspects of metaphysics. Okay. This is very important. And so, when we have signs and symbols, remember, nothing has meaning until we give it meaning. Elephants represent so many things. They represent wisdom. They represent really a connection between the physical and cognitive world and the intuitive and the spiritual world as well, which is really where you are right now. You're trying to make that link and connection. Okay. The broken trunk represents an element of reaching out, right? So the trunk does everything. The elephant uses the trunk for everything. It uses it to eat. It uses it to, because it helps grab food, to move things around, to help take care of its baby. So it uses it for caretaking. It uses it for breathing. It uses it to save and protect itself. My little dog's coughing here. There's so many things that, come on up, Jackie. There's so many things that the trunk represents for the elephant. And this was just a symbol, a sign for you to see where you are actually self-limiting. People don't like to hear about this. Their ego doesn't like to hear this. So I find often in a coaching session or reading, when I share this with people will often argue with me and not agree because they don't like it. But I'm going to share what Spirit is sharing with me. Okay. So it represents where you're limiting yourself because your spirit team is trying to show you where you need to make shifts in your life. Okay. So they're basically saying that, you're taking some of your greatest qualities and aspects and you are putting self limitations on yourself, because that's what that trunk represents for the elephant. Okay. So when you get off of here today, you need to step back and look and say, okay, where am I putting self limitations? Where am I imposing conditions on myself that maybe I'm saying it's coming from family, it's coming from friends, it's coming from sources outside of myself? Maybe it's money, maybe it's family, when really it's you, because everything begins from within. You have to shift from within first. And I think through all the readings I've given you over the past few months, it is all really pointed toward this self empowerment, toward this self awareness, towards this getting out of your comfort zone. Because as a human being, that's where we get what we want. That's where our progress is. Okay. So the elephant's a very powerful symbol. And right now, it's also, it's one of your animal messengers right now. So when you guys listen to Furball Friday and you hear me talk about animal messengers, that's what this is about. This is an animal messenger that has come into your life temporarily and is giving you signs. And it has a really wonderful, communal, loving, unconditional, loving, and forgiving nature about it. And from that, you're also going to be strengthening those gifts and abilities within yourself as well. Okay. Wow. What a beautiful reading. That is such a beautiful question. Thank you, Leona, I hope that helps. I'll scroll down and see if you've responded to that. I think my Jack Russell's going to start barking because she thinks it's time to do something, but it's not. All right, hold on a second. Let's see. Do you see spirit like you see us? Yes, Andrea, I do. There's a slight difference. And I'll tell you why. What a great question. Again, guys, these are questions I would love to put in the book I'm working on. What great questions. And again, if you guys are interested in the Awakening Your Intuition program, these are questions my clients ask me every week in this program. We meet on Zoom once a week, and we have special events as well, and we talk about these things in depth. What a great question. So here's the slight difference, okay? Spirit, in order for us to see them as solid and physical as we see one another, they have to work very, very hard to slow down their frequency, okay? So when it is necessary, when it is something special, when it is a short and limited time, they will show themselves to me solid like we are. Typically, I do see them. I see them as frequently and easily as I see everyone else. When I see you guys or I see people walking around, I see angels and spirit guides and energies and other dimensions around them all the time. And I just have to choose. I can choose to cut off what I want to see and what I don't want to see. That took me a long time to learn to do. Again, it's something my intuition clients learn. But because spirit and those in non-physical or other realms have to shift their frequency so much in order for us to be able to sense them with our physical senses, it's typically not as solid as we are. So it will be like you're looking at me, only I would look a little more like maybe like a hologram, a little more transparent, right? Um just because in order for us to sense them with our physical senses, not just our clairs, they have to slow themselves down so much, because that's really all our physical world is. That's all our physical body is. Everything is energy. We're not solid. We're 99.999% space. See, guys, science and spirituality are not mutually exclusive. They're connected. And science now has proven that we are 99.9% space. So you're actually looking through me. Your brain, your physical brain, is filling me in to make me look solid. So when I see spirit, they come in all sorts of different ways. When they come as readings for you guys, they usually come in more as static and hologram. It depends on the soul, the spirit, who I'm reading for, how my connection is with that soul, and able to see that frequency at that time. Sometimes they come in first with feeling and then with hearing. Sometimes it's really easy and they're right there. But usually in those types of things, I can see the transparency more. But I do see them as readily and as easily as I see you guys. Yes. That's a great question. Okay. What does it mean if horses keep showing up in readings, please? Oh, Awesome. I love it. Well, horses mean a lot of different things, Bernadette. Horses are, and again, on if you guys like talking about the animals, I have Furball Friday every Friday. And but you have to join my YouTube page to watch it. It's listed down here. It's pinned to my Facebook page, but since I can't go live temporarily on Facebook, you can comment just so you guys know if you want to join, you'll be able to comment on my YouTube lives if you subscribe to my channel. Okay. But we talk about this type of thing, what animals represent, not just animal communication readings and mediumships, but what they mean in our lives. Horses represent free spirit. Horses are literally like the unicorn energy, the ultimate of freedom and of beauty and freedom, and there is this there's a very healing nature about horses. And so it looks to me, as I check your energy field, it looks to me like your animal messenger right now is a horse. um there's a stubborn aspect to the horse as well, because that's one of the ways that the horse can protect itself. Um, and it looks as though these are qualities that are keep showing up because they're qualities that you are needing to learn from and practice. If you get Ted Andrews' book, Animals Speak, that is his first book about it. It's about this thick. You can probably get a used copy on Amazon. You might even be able to look it up online, but he goes into in depth what it means. But essentially, um, there are some levels of freedom that you are keeping yourself from. I'm being shown this is what that means. That in I'm being shown that they're cognitive. They come from a belief system. Beliefs are just repeated thoughts. So it comes from, we all have programming that 95% of our mind we're unaware of, that is the human part of us. No matter how wise your soul might be, you're in a physical body, you're going to have human brainwashing. Okay. And what I'm seeing is that there is a level of freedom that you need the horse to help you recover, that comes from a belief system. The problem with this is, Bernadette, you might want to consider some mindset work, because you can't know what you're unaware of, right? And part of the problem with our human mind is that the 95% of our mind we're unaware of is what is directing and guiding our lives. It's what's feeding what we think we believe. Okay. So my recommendation to you as a mindset coach and a psychic is that I would take this symbol of the horse coming in, and I would do some introspective work and find out, okay, where am I limiting some of my freedoms? Where are there things that I want to do that I'm telling myself I can't, or this won't work, and that's why. Okay. And also check into your belief systems. What are some belief systems I'm being asked to ask you around areas of your life where you feel stuck or like you're not feeling progress? Therein lies where your answers are and what the horse is trying to indicate for you. Because this aspect of you, this energy in you, wants to run free. It wants to be more carefree. It wants to enjoy life. It wants to, you know, be in touch with all these different aspects of yourself that really you're limiting and you're not aware yourself limiting. Okay. Um, Also, there's some healing aspects to that with the horse. The horse represents a lot of that healing aspect. And that is going to come when you do what was just recommended to you. That will come with it. Okay. I hope that helps, Bernadette. Thank you for such a wonderful question. All right. So let's see here. Let me scroll down. Guys, I'm trying to get to as many of you as I can. Don't forget, if I don't get to you, Veronica has the best readers I've ever seen on here, guys. And you can definitely, every day of the week you can get a reading on here, or again, find me on my YouTube and Psychic Medium page up here. Don't forget, I have Meet Your Spirit Guides coming up. I have a journaling event coming up. I have a full moon gathering readings coming up. Check my Psychic Medium page for that. Okay. All right. Let's see. We talked to Andrea. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. I'm just scrolling down here. Bernadette, Bernadette, hold on. I'm getting back down to you, Andrea. Let's see. Um, Bernadette, I feel like if you're wanting guidance around your spiritual work, um, you know, here are my recommendations. You don't have to take them. I feel like spirit is asking me, how are you going out of your comfort zone to act on what you need to do next for your growth and journey? Okay. Your life is your spiritual path. So regardless, you are moving along. If you want to do more spiritual work, then I would recommend that you find out what is your capacity and willingness to commit to yourself and take that to the next level. I would be very careful and cautious as to who and what you do that work with. I would get on Veronica Jenkins. She has a healing meditation she does every week. Even if you don't join it live, that is going to help you tremendously. If you would like a free discovery call from me, again, it is not a free reading and it's not a free coaching session. Um, but it is where we sit down and I hear from you what you want to work on. And then I can either match you up with one of my colleagues that I think will help you. If I think you're a good match and I can help you, I may invite you to work with my mindset course or my awakening your intuition course, or recommend other things depending on what you can afford and the time you have to invest. So if you want a discovery call, a free discovery call, go to my psychic medium page and watch the free 20-minute discovery call video I have posted to the top. You can private message me on my Facebook page. You can message me at larkinsreadings.com. But I only do 5 of those a week and I only have 2 spaces left this week. So I'm happy to direct you and give you the next 3 steps that I think you should do. That's something I'm actually very good at, is intuitively seeing what people need and where they need to go and what's going on and kind of guiding them in direction. So I offered to put that into a free minute discovery call, 20-minute discovery call. So that's available to you as well. Okay. But I think as far as, what are you doing with your spirit guides? Are you really listening to them? You think you are, you're trying hard, but what I'm seeing is that you need to broaden your perspective a little bit. You need to get out of the mindset that the majority of people around you and how you've been influenced are about spiritual work. You need to understand that spiritual work is not what you think it is at all. You're actually doing your spiritual work 24/7. None of you can be in this world and not be doing your spiritual work. Okay. Come here, Jackie. We're almost done. I'll take you out. Okay. You cannot, your life is your spiritual work. So the question is, where and how are you growing? Because that's what's very important. Okay, that growth is what is important. And that's what your soul is trying to tell you. That's what your soul is itching for. And your spirit guides are trying to help you with that. But what I'm seeing is that you're kind of being blocked by these subconscious human beliefs and you can't really see past them. And that's what you need. I would journal about that a little bit. Try to get down to what your intuition is telling you, and then I would invite you to a discovery call, because your spirit guides are trying to get through to you for that. But you really have to break through. This is your reading for this. You need to break through this barrier of the concepts and ideas you have of what spiritual work is. That's the next level of spiritual work for you. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me read for you. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to you, Melissa. Thank you so much, Melissa. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Jamie. Let's see. You see angel numbers all the time. Awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna have to pop off in 2 minutes. I'm gonna quick answer this, and then Jamie, I'm gonna hold on. We'll get to Jamie's. Yeah. Well, you don't need to know why you're seeing them. It doesn't matter why you're seeing them. It doesn't matter. So this is again something that my awakening your intuition clients learn to understand. I would start, Katie, by ask yourself, okay, what does that mean? Why do I keep seeing that? Ask yourself that. A lot of times it's just them letting you know that they're around. A lot of times it's just your power energy. Understand that numbers are structures. That's part of sacred geometry, is the numbers. Okay. So, that's what's very important. You can look up the numbers if it's very important to you to see what that means. No, honey. If it's very important to you to really know what that means and you really want to know that, go ahead and look up numerology. It's something we do in my Awakening Your Intuition program. I don't have a lot of time to go into every number now, but if you really want to know what those mean intellectually, then I would look it up. But what I would say to you is don't get too caught up. Take it as signs and symbols that your angels are there. A lot of people with really good, strong intuitive abilities, like numbers are huge for me. Numbers are oftentimes a lead into something bigger, right? A lot of times, you see a number and then you have to know to ask the question. So what you need to be doing, Katie, is you need to be asking, okay, what does that number mean? 4 for what? Or 3 for what? Right? You need to start asking that, because a lot of times numbers are there to lead you to ask another question, and then you get the answer to the numbers. Okay. And like I said, I go in depth with this in my course, but I don't have time to do that today. But definitely focus on the numbers. That's very powerful. And it means that's one of the ways that they're able to speak through your intuition in a very concrete and validating way. Okay. All right. I want to get to this, and then I've got to get off, guys, because I'm running so late. Oh shoot. Andrea, sorry, I thought I read for you already. I guess I didn't. I pulled you up a couple times. Andrea, if you come back tomorrow, since I have to log off, we can talk to your brother. Okay. I'm going to talk to Jamie and Andrea both right now for just a moment. Okay. And then I'm going to log off. So I'm going to talk to both of you. Jamie, you do not need to be worried about your dreams. Okay. You need to start a dream journal. You need to learn to differentiate between dreams and when it's an astral travel visit. Okay, so you're going into the astral plane every night. You have interactions with loved ones and guides in the astral plane every night. The dreams that you're worrying about is your physical cognitive mind dreams. That is your brain process of things that you're stressed and worried about. Okay? Your other dreams that are really guidance and messages are visitations and you being in the astral plane. They're two separate things. So my guidance for you, Jamie, is that you need to learn to tell the difference. Now, I do this in my Awakening Your Intuition program. We have an entire thing just on dreams, a whole section just on dreams. And we go into this quickly today. All I can say is, start jotting them down so you can tell the difference. So you can begin to see the difference between some are dreams that is just your brain filing memories and things you're worried about. Okay. The rest is actually you in the astral plane and you having dreams and real messages that are actually relevant, not just you processing. Okay. Journal them out. It's going to help you distinguish the difference. I do have to pop off. I just want to say this. Your brother is fine. Yes, he's around, Andrea. Please know that when you speak to him, he can hear you. What you're feeling for him, he can feel. He knows. Okay. Are they with you 24/7 in your reality? No, because they don't need to be. They have their own life on the other side. But there's a lot more going on that he would be happy to share with you and validate. Okay. But know that he is fine and he loves you. He is trying to get through to you in order to bring you peace and comfort. Okay. He wants you to know he is every bit as close, even actually closer to you now than when he was alive. Okay. So know that even though you're having trouble receiving from him, he's trying to get through to you. And anything you say and feel and do, he can pick up from you. Even though it seems like a one-way communication, he is there. If you come back tomorrow, I will try to get you at the same time tomorrow on here and do a reading for you then as well. Okay. All right, guys, don't forget to visit my YouTube page and register and subscribe if you want to follow me further, and my Larkin Psychic Medium page on Facebook. Don't forget to check out Veronica's healing meditation she does every week. It's really going to be helpful to all of you. Hopefully, if I didn't get to answer your questions, I will check them later. I just can't comment unless they're on my Facebook page or my YouTube page. And I will see you all tomorrow at the same time. Thank you for joining me.